I just saw this fall out of the cliff, and I'm hoping this is good. It looks good. I think that's real gold. Oh yeah, I'm pretty certain. Well, I'm back down at the same beach I was at yesterday, and if you notice, there's not just a cut, but now there's a double cut, and so you've now gotten an extra foot of sand moved. So I'm kind of hoping we might get lucky today. Yesterday was a little bit of a, not a dry run. I got some junk jewelry. I think I got one silver earring, but mostly coins. But this is looking promising, so let's hope for the best. All right, we have our first target. 20 to 22, probably a zinc penny. And we got waves. Look at that. That's a good sign. Yep, zinc penny. All right, first target. I'm going to turn the water mode on my watch, because things are about to get wet out here. Ooh, 7. I like a 7. Sounds small. Seven, 6. And a sand grab looking for safety. Oh, it's a very tiny brass or copper washer. Tiny, tiny. All right, I got a real chattery. One right here. It says it's an 8, but I think it's it sounds really small, probably junky, but I think I actually see it, and it is little. I think it's actually what used to be an earring. Might just actually be copper wire. Yeah, I think it's just copper wire. Right now I am literally covered in mud. Last wave came up and it hit, and it backwashed completely over me. My entire body is covered in wet sand. Oh man, this shit, whew, that one went right up my back. So don't try this at home, kids. I got a high tone right here. 24, 25, I'm thinking dime. The awesome was the silver ring. Okay, should be in the scoop. Okay, we're gonna let the ocean do all the work, because it's already doing a lot of work. And what I'm really hoping for, at some point in time, wouldn't mind kind of having a, oh shoot, it's gone. Gotta be kidding me. I don't know how I lost that. That's crazy. See if it's just hiding down there maybe. No, it's lost. Huh. Ah, weird. That what I was starting to say before I lost that target, now I'm gonna cry the blues because I think I lost a dime, is, oh, it's right there. Let's see if I can get it. See if I can save it. Save the day. Sand crab. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get any opportunity, because it may be not a dime, maybe something else that's reading 24 that's going through my scoop. Alright. Yeah. Oh, it is a dime. I see it. 2 sand crabs. Sear 2 sand crabs and raise you 2 more. Ocean. Yeah, I think I want to do a video kind of describing how these cuts form, and as you're able to actually see it right now, it's kind of impressive. I actually watched a guy in Florida on the Treasure Coast show kind of the same thing. And once this erosion happens, what happens is all the targets, coins, heavy objects have sunk down below these down low, and then all of a sudden all this gets excavated by the ocean. And when it does, I've actually been out here before when you could actually see, one of the better diamond rings I got was actually just sliding down. I caught it with my scoop, but I didn't ever see it with my, get it with my detector, but it was sliding down, and I just caught a glimpse of it. That same day, I think I got a gold chain and a gold pendant as well. But these cuts are very infrequent, so when you get them, you really got to get on them. And usually once the word is out, it tends to be pretty well known within a day or two that it's out here, and the place just gets hammered. So you really, for me, I like to be here when it's actually forming and when I can actually get it. Most people don't, because as I already mentioned, I'm covered in wet sand. So, but I'm pretty much 6 feet tall, 5'11" and a half, used to be 5'11", or sorry, 5'10" and a half, used to be 5'11" and 3/4. And I probably have another 2 feet to the top of the cut. So we're probably at about 7 feet right now, including this little bench that's forming. But in an hour or two, when the tide comes up, hopefully that whole bench will go away and everything that's in there will be excavated. So hopefully this will make some sense to those who like to beach detect. If you watch, you'll see just chunks of this falling in every time a wave comes in. In fact, you can see the cracks in it right here. See that? That one's ready to go. Look, if I kick it a couple times, this whole thing will fall in. This other wave ought to maybe even do it. There it goes. Oh, thought it was gonna go. There you go. So everything, if you look at the layers, the black sand layers, all heavy objects have a sink rate. And as things sink, and also as they're washed back in, they settle. And when they settle, they settle, usually out of detector range when we're walking up there, 7 feet up there. So anyway, thought all that might help. I got, the best can be described as what sounds like a pretty sloppy target, pretty sloppy signal. You'll see this. There's a little less than what I would have thought would have been out here based on the conditions. Got some seaweed I got to get rid of. Yeah, it was small. It fell through the scoop down there. I can't, unfortunately, do much isolating in this situation. So, tell you, it's interesting. Seek and Detect, if you ever watch his channel, it's a great channel. And one of the things he did on his last video is he did a scoop comparison. CKG sent him a couple of scoops to try out. Look at the seaweed on there. It's fight the seaweed. He did get a couple of scoops to try out, and in that he compared the larger, wider 8-inch wide versus a 6-inch wide, and it really does seem like since I started using the smaller scoop, which I love the weight of this thing, CKG, and it's a titanium one. But what I have noticed is I miss a lot more targets than I do with my big 9-inch stealth scoop, which is really, really heavy and was hurting my shoulder. So if you want to check that out, it's a great, he actually weighs the scoop full of sand as well. So check out Seek and Detect. Great channel. And you can check out his comparison on scoops. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a whole flock of pelicans flying by, and they just, sometimes you actually see their wingtips touch the waves. It's kind of interesting how they almost surf. It's kind of neat. So really love that. But just noticed a fun fact. When I got here, the waves were just raging. It was huge. And, oh, I see dolphins way out there too. I guarantee you guys can't see that. But the waves were just giant, and now all of a sudden we have a pretty major lull. So I'm sure hoping it's not the end of the swell, because I'm really kind of banking on the next hour as the tide comes up, this cut getting much, much bigger. and it needs to be kind of big waves so that it actually washes the sand completely down. If you notice right now, the new sand is falling, and it's funny on Digging Deep, they've got a show. It's great. Go to SoFlo, SOFLO Treasures, I believe it is. You should be able to find it, or Jason Does Things. Each one of them will have a link to it. But the guys in Florida and San Diego, they do a show, which is really neat. But we were talking about the cuts and why it's soft below them. And if you notice, as these things fall down, these chunks of sand fall down, what tends to happen is it gets a fat with sand area right below it. You can actually really kind of see it right here. And this is soft, right? This is soft sand that just came down. It needs to really get washed away so that you don't have that soft sand. And once this whole thing gets to be kind of flat, if you will, just a perfect cliff, below it hopefully will be, pretty hard sand, and everything heavy that falls down there will stay on top of that and be accessible. Testing. Hey. All right, I was able to successfully change the battery dry. So we did run out of battery juice. I got a high tone here. Sounds like a dime, might be a quarter, don't know. Oh, wave coming. And another wave coming. Get it? Always a mystery. Nope. They've got it. Gosh dang it. Oh no, it is in there. It's a dime. I just realized I talk a lot about these sand crabs, and then I realized a lot of people may not know what I'm talking about. People call them sand fleas, but they're actually not. They are a crustacean. Did a little bit of research after I got point where I was. That's what they look like, and they're amazing diggers. Watch this. They'll start on their back, and then they'll play possum like that. Then if you turn them over, watch this little guy. He'll dig right when this wave comes in. He'll dig right on into the sand. There he goes. And I just found this searched for it, and I do believe it's just plated iron or steel. But man, for half a second, I just saw the edge of it, and I thought, ooh, good. But no, it's junk. I got a 12-13 here. I'm kind of hoping for a nickel. They're harder to come by seemingly than any other coin. But actually what I'm really hoping for is a small gold ring. But I will take that nickel, and there it is. We got a nickel, 5 cents richer. That's all I need is a quarter. And I got another kind of high tone. I think it's going to be a dime. Thought I had it, but I didn't. And that's a big wave. No, I guess I actually did have it. Didn't think I did. There you go. Should be in there now. Yep, there it is. Another dime. I'm noticing one thing I don't really like is most of these coins don't seem to be very well tarnished, which means they're relatively new, which means what we're getting is not really digging deep into the sand. So I'm mostly getting what are semi-fresh targets. So I'm looking for some old stuff. I got another high tone. Thinking it's going to be another dime. Hoping I can hit it with my scoop. This time, yeah, I definitely, I'll tell you, and I would say it's probably because I'm just not a very good aim, and also this 15-inch coil doesn't really help me totally identify. It is another dime, yellow dime. It's getting a little, let's see, I like that a little better when they start getting a little more of a patina. But I think this 15-inch coil, I don't pinpoint very well. Throw that into the mix, but I'm using a much narrower scoop than usual. I think it's possibly why I miss as much stuff as I do. Either that or you guys think I'm an idiot. The big waves again, so see if we can hopefully get some more erosion. Come on in. Come on in, the water's just fine. See, trying to make his way out with the boogie board right there. Making a lot of progress. Getting swept north by the south swell. The current is moving that direction. The swell is coming from that direction, i.e. Mexico. Yeah. I'm hoping we're going to start seeing some real erosion. I mean, it's starting to get, if you guys noticed when I first started showing you the cut, there was actually much more of a bench. Now it's becoming a single cut, and that's what we're looking for. We want this thing to get maybe another foot or two deeper or taller, and then we really want it to get even. And that bench is almost gone, I'll tell you. I wasn't really paying attention, but the bench is, for the most part, going away quickly. And I've actually been down on these cuts where you'll actually see coins and targets just slipping right out of these big fresh loafs that fall. So knock on wood, that's what we're gonna get. Alex just got here. He's, I think, staying safer on higher ground. But we'll see. You know, maybe all right up there. My buddy Mike was up there. He got a really nice silver ring yesterday, so we'll see how he does. Well, I got screwed again. It's actually technically, I think, considered a lag bolt, a small lag bolt. But because of its size and curvature, it actually had a bit of a decent tone to it. So I dug it, and now that's what I get. Screwed. So this whole landslide just came down. So let's see if this thing gets washed away. Watch this next set of waves kind of do its thing. But you can see it down there. It's doing the same thing. Got a whole crew of teenage kids on boogie boards that are getting frolicking in this stuff. And I have no idea how wet my lens is right now. Probably pretty wet. I do have a high tone, and if it's a quarter, it sounds like it might be. I would have the cycle. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, and I got it's only a piece of a palm frond, thank goodness, because that was dead meat for that one. Well, let's see if we got lucky. Not here today. Oh, I see a penny right there, though. Yep. Did I get it? I think I got it. That might have been what I heard, actually. I think it is. Sounded really good. It was like a 28, but another shield penny. Shield penny. Alex thinks I'm insane. Hey, Alex, am I insane? It's wet. All right, got another. All right, oh, there it is right there. Another zinc penny. Got another high tone right here. Be awesome if it was a quarter, but I don't think it is. It's going to be a dime. But if it was a quarter, that mean I have the cycle. Can't believe I have gotten so hooked on that game. Oh, it's a quarter. I got the cycle. Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yippee. A little bit of patina, so we're getting a little less fresh. I just had a horrible signal, and it's a junk ring. So it is a ring. It's left of one. So on the board. Let me just state, right now is the greatest time to have my Tony Eisenhower headphones, because I literally just had a wave break completely over me, and maybe my arm will give you some idea how wet I am. But I am covered head to toe, for real, completely soaked, as though I just went swimming. And had I not had my Tony Eisenhower waterproof headphones, I most likely would not have a working set of headphones, and maybe not even a working machine. So there you go. Definitely, what do they say? Wear the appropriate attire for the event. In this particular event, the appropriate attire is definitely waterproof headphones. And get yourself a good pair. Well worth it. I just saw this fall out of the cliff, and I'm hoping this is good. It looks good. I think that's real gold. Oh yeah, I'm pretty certain. That might be costume, but I don't think so. I'm inclined to believe that's a gold bracelet. Yeah, it's got a marking on there. You can't see what the marking says, but it is marked. Oh yeah. Literally never touched it with my detector. Boom. I have no idea how wet my lens is. Let's see if I can wipe it off a little bit. Oh, I have the target right here, but oh, there it is. It's a zinc penny. It's not a big deal. There you go, zinc penny. Yeah, it's just giving Alex the gold signal, so I think he's on his way over here. He's still up there in the dry. I think he's been digging a bunch, so hopefully he's getting some good stuff. And I mean completely over the head. There goes another one. I haven't surfed much lately, but it feels like I am. Hey, when I surfed, I used to love doing what's called tube riding, or riding in the barrel, and that's what that just felt like, because at the end of it you get spit out of the barrel. It felt like I just got spit out of the barrel. Tento Steco. Sounded horrible because it is horrible. Trying to turn off the camera right now. I can't. Oh, that was good for all of us. Woo! There's water all over my lens right now, but I think I have a quarter right here. And I just need one more nickel and I'd have the cycle twice. Wouldn't that be exciting? I thought that was a coin. It's just a rounded seashell over there. But the cut is doing what I was kind of hoping for it to do, which is, yep, at a quarter. And it's got a good little patina to it, so we're getting where things aren't fresh drops. But yeah, the cut's doing exactly what I was hoping it would do. If you look, that bench is pretty much completely gone here, so this is a coin. I can't really tell because there's a lot of iron to it as well, but maybe it's coin. I don't know. Yeah, zinc penny. Got a little high tone, 26, 27, probably a dime. Be great if it was a silver ring. Oh, still in the hole. See if I didn't lose it. Yeah, it's so hard to pinpoint with this thing. Should be in there. Talking to Alex is up right above me. There it is. Oh, copper penny, my very first copper penny for the day. Any chance it's no, it's a memorial. Whole new bunch of dirt. And watching these parents up here trying to hold that their kid from jumping over the edge of it constantly. And Alex was just pointing out, a lot of people have their kids down there playing in this stuff, which to me seems like a bad idea. But it's yeah, it's definitely probably not the greatest place to have your children play right now. Right, Alex?
Right?
Said it's probably not a great place to have your children play right now.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
I got a 19 right here. So probably a zinc penny. Pretty sure it's what it is, but yeah, it still felt like I had to turn you guys on. Oh, you guys see it, I think it's a fishing weight. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh my God! Wow! There's a dude up there. I got it on film. That was insane. There's a guy up there on the lifeguard tower watching me. Holy crap. Almost died for a fishing weight. There you go. All right, Magnet Man. Daniel, live for the target, die for the target. I am soaked. All right, I have a pretty nice little 5 here. It's pretty consistent, so I'm hoping maybe a little piece of gold. It's definitely really low. Still down there, whatever it is. Very consistent. Now it's a 6. Come on, be something good. Still very consistent. So sounds great. Should be in the scoop. Should be. I think I see it. Ah! It's a massive Stay Fresh lid. They get me every time. Alright, 2021, probably a zinc penny. Kinda getting tired of saying it. Going down to a little part of the beach I hadn't really tried yet because the cut wasn't very big before, but now it's actually pretty decent, so I'll wander on down there in a minute and see the zinc penny and the scoop. Might even be a spendable one. Yeah, maybe. Got a high tone right here. Hopefully there's still a high tone right there. I will say turning on the camera is sometimes not conducive to keeping your target in one place. My battery's getting low on my machine, so I'm probably going to end up switching machines and going eating a little bit of lunch here in a minute. Because, well, did I get it? I did. It's a quarter. Still need that nickel for the second cycle. Oh yeah, shoe is blown out. I got all sorts of, I got issues. And not to mention I'm literally completely soaked. So, probably go grab a bite to eat and regroup a little bit, get a different camera, or sorry, get a different machine. Probably have to go get lunch in a little bit, regroup and put on some different shoes and get machine because mine's almost out of batteries. I got another high tone here. And I got another wave. Well, now it's getting kind of grunty, very irony now. Nope, should be in the scoop. Ah, quarter. Nice. That's my 4th one. Very patinaed. Hey guys, here's a wrap up. I did get a few bottle caps as they float in, as I always do. I got a 10 stake and some other weird piece of plastic coated metal. Got a couple Stay Fresh caps, which I absolutely hate. A little bit of aluminum, you know, little bit of can slaw. I did get this little piece of wire. I got some little pieces of iron. I got a bobby pin. Come on, Bobby. God, never nail it though. I got a couple nails. I got a couple other little pieces of this and of that. I did get this fishing weight, and if you guys look at the video, you know, I almost died for it. As my good friend Daniel, aka Magnetman, says,
live for the target, die for the target.
Words to live by, people. I also got count them, 7 pennies, 6 of which are zinc. I don't think any of them are going to be spendable. Maybe this one, actually. I might have one spendable. I got 1 nickel. I got 4 dimes. I got 4 quarters. Meaning I got the cycle 1 time. Count it 1 time. I also got this little 14 karat, and it is marked 14 karat bracelet, and it's got the evil eyes in it. They're watching you, always watching. So did get a little bit of gold. I did not actually hit it with my detector. It literally fell out of the cut, and I saw it fall in and then start drifting down. But luckily, it was heavy enough that the next wave came. It didn't get it. I literally ran over there and scooped it, and luckily, it was still where I was dropping my scoop. So did get a little gold. It's marked 14K, but it's really hard to read. Hey, buddy. I'm going to go put some zinc pennies in here. He loves to play with them. All right. Well, as all you guys know, this is where the bad zinc pennies go. Bad pennies. Boom. Ton of bad pennies. Congratulations.
Javon Kells 4.
And Mr. Fix-It. You guys won the big giveaway. Congratulations. Yay. Woo. Hey guys, Pirate Mike here. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea why I do this, but every time I find a $50 at the beach, I stick it in my eye. Again, I sure hope you like my channel, and thank you again for watching and for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Sure love it if you guys would subscribe. You can just click on my head right here, or you can watch either of these 2 videos.